guys, so we're going to be starting today by talking about the Arthro-Stim. So what this device does is it allows a chiropractor or any manual therapist to provide adjustments without any of the twisting, popping, cracking that you're normally used to in a typical chiropractor's visit. So how this works is it actually hits at a certain frequency to allow an even amount of pressure delivered over a period of time. So what that means is that as I'm tapping away, I'm giving a large amount of force, but we're distributed over a large amount of time. So it's a small amount of force, but given repetitively over a very large amount of time. So the summation of the force is probably equal to, if not greater than, an actual adjustment, but it's given over a long period of time. So the analogy that I use is, imagine if you had a door and it was open and you want to keep it open. So you use a door jamb, right? So the way that would work is, one option, a chiropractic adjustment, would be if you put a door jamb in there and you just give one solid kick and it stayed there. The second option is you put the door jamb in place and you just kind of slightly tapped it, tap, a few more times, and finally, like, that door jamb is all the way. So when you're tapping the door jamb, it's the same amount of force given over a much larger period of time, over several different hits, and that's what the Arthro-Stim does. The same type of adjustment given over. So instead of just doing one big adjustment, this gives about, I think it adjusts about 12 times per second. So I can adjust somebody about 24 to 48 times, in a matter of about 3 to 4 seconds, and that gives the adjustment, and even it's using much less force, but over the same amount of time. So what you do is all you do is you take your patient, you palpate along the patient, you find your restrictions, you put your Arthro-Stim right over it, and it doesn't take long. And you don't want to hold it there for about 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. You want to give short, pulsating beats, okay? So what that will allow you to do is allow you to, again, like I said, adjust patients, or receive, if your patient is going to allow you to receive an adjustment. It's much softer, still effective, and it allows you to get into different techniques that you may or may not have been able to do before. Another cool thing about the Arthro-Stim is that I can actually do adjustments through ranges of motion. So typically in a chiropractic setting, a patient's in one position, we lock up the spine, apply a small quick thrust, and that's done. Now with the Arthro-Stim, I can actually get the patient, I can hold it on their back, I can get them going through flexion extension motions or lateral flexion motions while I'm doing the adjustment. So it gives you the ability to adjust the patient while they're in motion.